Number 5, this is the last issue here. And to be honest with y'all, I'm so confused with what's going on here. It's a lot doesn't happen. I remember what happened, but I just say on one page, there was 5 editorial notes for some previous books you should have read to know what's going on. So it's a lot of gods and goddesses, a lot of cosmic stuff going on in here. Scarlet Witch was in there at one point. That's actually number 2 was my favorite issue so far. Last issue, she was getting punched through time and she met her daughter. Yeah, so that's the short of what's happening here. But I heard that this is supposed to be an ongoing issue in Marewa. They cut you short, so that's probably why you laid a lot of seeds that I don't see getting wrapped up in this one. But nonetheless, Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant, you know you can't drop her from no list, so she stayed on the list this whole time. But my most anticipated book of this week will have to be The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1. Why? Because this is supposed to be when they grew up. They grew up. They grew up now. Now, this 10 years later, they are, and when I say 10 years later, I think they gotta be like 28 to 30 now, based upon when I left off. They had to be like, actually, no, they gotta be like 30 plus. I still got a couple books to read, and when I read them, they were turning like 17 to 18, so they gotta be like close to 30 in this one, which is my age, you know? But this is a story we've been waiting on for years to see what it was like when the Power Rangers grow up. Of course, now it's a little confusing because they have Jason, Zach, and Trini, which leaves Adam, Aisha, and Rocky out. So it's like, how's that gonna work? What's gonna happen? But pretty sure we're gonna figure out in this first issue. Marguerite Bennett on the writer tip. She is one of the writers on Odin, which is a totally different book from this one, I would say. So seeing her on which I guess is not a kid's book, but a teen book, whatever. I won't age this up. But yes, seeing her on this is very interesting, the Power Rangers book, after seeing her on that horror book right there. Odin #1, please go read that one. That was trippy. Green Lantern #15. Al, it's been a love-hate relationship here. It's been kind of confusing. The first 10 were solid. Then honestly, you lost me in like one issue, and it was when I stopped reading them in the trades version, so then the story started getting convoluted. But the last issue came back solid, so I have high hopes for this one. I think we're actually gonna have a interaction with Tomar and Joe, where they're gonna go and do the thing with Mogo. So hopefully they knock out Mogo and save the world and do all the things. So we're gonna see what happens with this one. But I think we're gonna get back on track with this one. Actually, they got a plan in the background, so that's actually foreshadowing what could happen there. Cyclops #5. This is probably my second most anticipated of the week because it's also a last issue, but this has been an issue that is definitely going toward one storyline that shows you that it's going to be the last one. You got May, you got Cyclops, you got the Reavers, a lot going on. Cyclops has been doing his thing in this one. He's been showing how he's the cool old Boy Scout there. Like good old Scott there. Good old Slim now. Good old Slim. Next up, we got my third most anticipated book of the week, which will be Batman #10. This is the Matt Fraction version of it. And the last version you had where all hell broke loose, where they was going on the Bat family. You had Vandal Savage as the commissioner. He went to the mayor. He said, hey,